Welcome back to the Big Footy Tigercast Player of the Year voting show. We are up to round 3 after our loss against St Kilda, but votes still need to be given, although it does get a little bit challenging at times when the second half turned out how it was. But the first half was pretty good, and there were some things to take away from that, which was good to see as well. But we'll bring up the vote screen. We've got EJ in the house tonight to go through it, so maybe I'll get you. You can explain your votes, and then I will just tack on what the other gentleman did. So everyone else has sent their votes through, which is good. So for 5 votes, you have gone with Toby Nankervis for 5.
Yep. Probably slightly beaten in his position, but worked as hard as anyone for the full 4 quarters today. Probably one of the only full 4-quarter performances in the side, and gets the votes accordingly.
He did have a super game. It was a good bounce-back game from him. The other votes that went for 5, so I went for Seth Campbell for 5. I thought he was, one of the best players on the ground. Unlucky not to have 4 goals. It just shaved the post, but, shows really good toe, really good goal sense. Very exciting prospect. Would love to see some midfield minutes for him as well in the future. But, really liking what he's bringing. CB, surprise, surprise, same as you. He's gone Toby Nankervis for 5. Grock went Seth Campbell for 5, and Tiggs went for Jaden Short with 5. On to the 4 votes. For 4 votes, you've gone for Seth Campbell for 4.
Yeah, well, for all the reasons mentioned, he just probably wasn't in for the full 4 quarters like Nag. His highlights and his best bits were probably better than Nag, but Nag just did it for longer. Yeah, and really just, it was a beautiful kick, the one that grazed the post. It was very disappointing that got overturned.
Yeah, that was. It was a really nice kick. For 4 votes, I went for Nag for all the reasons you outlined. He was an absolute animal and workhorse, and I thought it was a really good bounce-back game. CB went for Seth Campbell as well for 4. Grock and Tiggs both went Luke Traynor for 4, which I really like seeing. Like we said on the live show, that Luke Traynor had another really, really good game. He just seems so sure about himself when he's got the ball, doesn't he? Like I feel like it's a little bit rare to see that kind of composure in a third gamer.
Yeah, it is. It's just some things you can't teach. You can improve, but that seems to be and he's got a natural ability to make the right decision and to do it straight away. I'm really looking forward to. I had some concerns about the defence in 3-4 years' time. With when we're going to lose the likes of Broad and Vlosten. If we're going to have a trainer and hopefully a Gibbs coming back, I think we're going to be okay. Yeah,
exactly. I'm with you. Gibbs hopefully gets back on the park, and then we're sort of short up again for another 5-10 years, which would be good. On to the 3 votes. You have gone for Jacob Hopper for the 3 votes. He actually, he almost clean swept the 3 votes. I think we all had the similar kind of views. Tiggs with Jacob Light.
Yeah, Tiggs must be a spelling error. Look, he did get caught a couple of times, which was a bit frustrating, but he really had a crack and he tried to make something happen, and physically he put himself on the line all day. He got absolutely battered a couple of times. And like we were saying in the live show, a lot of this stuff is protecting the kids and allowing them to develop. So you've got Taranto and Hopper and players like this, K-Mac, they are just workhorses for us, and it was a really strong game.
Yeah, they're just human shields for a lot of it. So much for the same reason I went for Hopper. I don't mind the 3 for Jacob Blight from Tigger. I thought Blight had another okay. The first half, I thought a lot of the defenders did okay. And then again, he's taken on a part-time role that he's not really accustomed to. So, hopefully we see some more consistency from Blighty. The 2 votes, you've gone for Luke Traynor?
Yep, for all the reasons mentioned. And just quietly, I really like your term, human shield. That's pretty much what they are. That's a really good term. Yeah, for all, as we've talked about when he got the 4 from Tiggs, ticking a lot of boxes. It's been fantastic this year.
Yeah, so I went Luke Traynor as well, as did CB. Grock went Nankervis, I'm sure for similar reasons to we outlined earlier. And Tiggs went Tim Taranto as well for his 2, which I don't mind. For kind of reasons we spoke about on the show, he had 8 tackles, equal highs for pressure acts, only the 20 disposals, but he was tagged, so it is harder to get that number up. But I think defensively, he did work a lot harder than the previous week, which is why he would see himself in votes.
He took a tag for the team.
Yep.
I need my glasses. So CB's gone the same for the 4, the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2. He's gone exactly the same for me for all votes so far.
You wouldn't read about it, would you?
You wouldn't read about it.
No, back-to-back weeks. Getting a little bit sus here on CB and his voting patterns.
What have we got for the one?
Well, for the one, we'll see. We'll see if he's copied you again here. This will be interesting. What have we got? Oh, you've both gone Jacob Blight. What would you know?
What's going on?
As Luke Darcy would say, I'm shocked to be sitting here.
Wasn't that James Hird?
No, it wasn't. It was about James Hird. It was in the interview.
I thought Luke Darcy was. Say that again.
Oh, no, maybe I might have got it wrong. Maybe it was. I don't know. Either way, CB, you're a copycat.
Yeah, and there will be more because I think he copied Grok last week.
He did.
Right, so there will be more to come out of this.
Now, when we just to clarify, when we say he copied Grok and copied EJ, he didn't just send me votes through that happened to be identical. He just said Grok's votes and EJ's votes. He's just wrong with that.
That is not good enough. That is not good enough.
No, well,
what he's doing is he's destroying the sanctity of the award.
In its first year, inaugural year, and it's already been brought to disrepute.
Bringing the votes into disrepute. I love it.
Yeah, I'm sure we might see that written somewhere next week. For your one vote, you've gone with Jacob Blight.
Yeah, just another good, honest performance. There were a few that were questioning his position in the side before the season started. I think he's showing very early on that he's best 23 and he's going to stay there. On a dark day for us, he toiled manfully.
Yeah, agree. Grok went Jaden Short for one vote, and Tiggs went for Toby Nankervis for his one vote. So with that said, we do have an updated leaderboard to bring you, and we have Toby Nankervis sitting top of the table with 40 votes. Seth Campbell made a huge jump this week on the back of his game with 36 votes. Ryan Mansell, 25 votes, held pretty consistent. Camden McIntosh, 23. Jack Ross, 20. Luke Traynor jumped up a little bit, 15. Shorty up to 12. Hopper, 12. Blight, 11. Miller, 7. Taranto, 7. Voston, 6. Lawler, 6. Dow, 4. Armstrong, 2. And Steely Green, 1, rounding out the leaderboard. So Nate currently leading the way. I think that's an accurate reflection of the year, to be honest. I think he's been, bar maybe the Port Adelaide game, I think he's been a genuine workhorse for us.
Yeah. He's being a captain, is what he's doing.
I think I've seen a lot of people say that he's really grown into that role this year. Even though the results aren't going our way, I think a lot of people are acknowledging the work he's doing is very much captain-like material.
Yeah, well, I think last year there was too many silly errors, like with free kicks and stuff like that. He's cut that out of the game and he's just playing football. So that's where I see the growth.
Yeah, agree. I think it's been a big part of his game. So leading the charge accordingly. They are the votes for round 3. Let us know in the comments below who you would have voted for. Your 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let us know what punishment should be in line for CB as well if he copies again next week. Keen to hear everyone's thoughts on that too. But yeah, we'll be back again next Tuesday night for our votes of the Brisbane game. And until then, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.